Hi, this is Alan Seid with Cascadia Workshops. I'm here to talk about employee motivation. It's a wonderful topic because we want to help motivate people, and sometimes our efforts can backfire. So the first thing that I would suggest is connect with the people on your team as human beings. One of the reasons behind this is nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. We will be able to work more smoothly together in a team if we know each other enough to understand each other's motivations and where each other is coming from. I have a client who runs a big office, and he was having some conflicts with one of the people on his team, and I suggested to him, hey, what if you just took this person out for lunch sometime and you said, hey, I'd love to do just a get to know you lunch. Now, one of his concerns was, well, I really want to separate, business from private life. And I said, I understand that. That makes sense. However, if the relationship is such that there's trust, and if there's enough trust that there's ease, don't you see that carrying over to your professional relationship? And he said, yeah, I can absolutely see that. So I recommend showing up as a human being and relating to the people on your team or the people under you in the organization, human to human, separate from the roles. I mean, the roles are there, and really show a genuine interest in how people are doing and be there human to human. So you'll find that people are much more responsive when they trust that their needs matter to you. The second thing that I would put out there with regard to employee motivation is that if your style of being a boss or a supervisor or a manager, whatever your role is, if your style is my way or the highway, do it or else, and you tend to manipulate people with either bribes or threats or other forms of manipulation, what you'll find is that in the long run, people won't trust that their needs matter so much to you. And over time, if people aren't trusting that their needs matter to you, then it's likely that your needs will matter less to them. So what I'd like you to consider is that the energy with which we do things for each other is just as important as the action itself. So I want to motivate the people who work for me and who work in my organization. I want to motivate them to do their best work, but only when it also meets their needs. If somebody is doing something for me out of guilt, shame, out of fear that maybe they'll get punished, out of duty, obligation, out of shoulds or have-tos, then the quality of their work will be lesser. They will enjoy coming to work less. And if they're constantly associating me with fear, guilt, shame, any kind of manipulation, then in the long run, they are going to resent it. My organization is going to pay a price, team morale will be lower, and I'm going to have much higher employee turnover. So I want the place where I work to be a place that people really enjoy being. And the connection is part of that, and recognizing that the energy with which we do anything for each other is just as important as the action itself. So that's another piece about employee motivation, is helping people connect with their reasons for doing the work that I also want them to do. Now, if we share the same reasons, we're both on the same page, then there's no conflict, and we have an enjoyable, harmonious, and very productive team. The third thing that I would invite you to consider when thinking about employee motivation is to invite the people who work with you, who work for you, who work within your team, within your organization, invite them in as vision partners. Invite them to share the vision that you have for the work you're doing, and help them to become role owners. Because one of the things that people really enjoy in their work is having a certain degree of autonomy and seeing a direct correlation between their efforts and the work that they're doing. So keep in mind, you can invite the people on your team to be partners in the vision and to also be owners of whatever role they're performing in the organization. The fourth thing that I would put out there that's highly overlooked in so many workplaces is gratitude and appreciation. Two reasons for gratitude and appreciation. One is it's part of giving people feedback. So we all want our words and actions to contribute, and the gratitude and appreciation lets us know that we're hitting the mark. And also it's just merely a celebration. So rather than manipulating people into doing the same action over and over, we're simply letting them know how it impacted us and that their actions really do contribute, that their actions really did contribute. One of the most enlightened business owners I know starts every meeting with his managers with a gratitude and appreciation round. It's not necessarily toward other people sitting at the table, but just something that I enjoyed about my day or something that I appreciated that day. This accomplishes tuning our attention to what is working. And also it contributes to helping to grow those things that are working and to grow the things that are positive in the team and in the organization, because what you appreciate appreciates. It grows and it increases in value. So I highly recommend exercising gratitude and appreciation as a way of letting people know that their actions are contributing to your needs and to the needs of the organization. So just in summary, I want to emphasize a high quality of connection, human to human, that really helps us be motivated to stay in an organization. The energy with which we do things for each other, so being connected to how it contributes to life, to what needs it's meeting. Inviting people in as partners in the vision, and remembering to include gratitude and appreciation when giving people feedback about what is working. Thank you for watching.